Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. How you're doing? Hope you're good and fine. Today I'm going to be talking about a new opportunity I found out for nurses who have an Ielts of 6. Okay, so this is not about nursing in the UK, it's about nursing registration in the UK, in particular about a country known as Malta. Alright, so this country is in the European Union, in Europe, so actually register as a registered nurse from overseas, and there are requirements to this. And this is very nice because we have a lot of nurses who are finding it very difficult to scale through their Ielts examination. So if you fall into this category and you're willing to explore other grounds other than United Kingdom, then this video is for you to stick right to the end. So I actually got to find about this from a subscriber who asked me about nursing in Malta, and to help her, so I did my research and I found out this is an interesting opportunity. So if you are a nurse, you've written your IELTS and you have a minimum of 6 in your IELTS, which I know most of you have just little problems in reading or listening, and you're willing to test other waters outside of the United Kingdom and you're willing to explore, then Malta may be an option for you. So I'm going to let you know the requirements to become an international nurse in Malta, and you can start your application. And the application is just about €192, which is not so bad. So, and however, there is also an opportunity of a bridging program. This is a possibility for nurses who are from Africa, from what I gathered, and it's going to be in conjunction with their ministry over there, and this program can run for up to I think a few months, and you have to pay the fees, which will be determined by the government or the regulatory body. So let's get right into this. So you can be a registered nurse in Malta. Just like the UK, there are options for those who are EU citizens and those who are non-EU citizens, and Africans and other countries outside of the European Union are non-EU citizens, and these are the requirements for such people. You have to submit an application supported by nurses and midwives, and if approved by the council, you have your name entered into one of the registers of nurses held by the Council for Nurses and Midwives. If you are a non-EU citizen, as most of the people I'm speaking to are, these are the process you should go through and the requirements for this registration. You must have completed a 3-year study in nursing, and they have requirements of courses that you must have done during your 3-year courses. It's a long list which I cannot be talking about in this video, but every basic nursing program that has a 3-year duration should have covered this, both in pharmacology, physiology, and the rest of that. So you should have at least done a basic nursing program for 3 years and must have completed 4,600 hours of study. They expect that 1/3 of these hours should have been spent in study and at least half spent in clinicals. Now, these courses are quite a long list of courses. However, you can go on the website and check with your transcript to see that you did these courses while you're in school, because you'll be required to write the clinical hours and how long you spent in these courses to prove that you are really fit to be put into their register as a nurse based off your nursing program in your home country. The other thing you need to have is a recent police certification, not more than 3 months before your application. A recent police certification or a DBS certificate, you have to have one for the application, and a verification of your current licensing in your home country. That is to say, your council, your home country, will have to verify that you're a registered nurse and practicing without any problem or any suspensions or any problems in your home country. This can also be known as good standing. So just like the UK NMC will ask you for a good standing and verification from your home country council, they also require this. And also you should have ability to get a job in Malta based off your recommendations, or if you have a visa. So you can also get this visa by having a program to study nursing in Malta, and after you get your program to study nursing in Malta, you can actually get into the council register and register as a nurse in Malta. And you have good skills of English language in writing and speaking. Okay, so, and you should have at least a minimum of 6 IELTS score for English language proof. And there is a latest council registration form which you have to apply for. Their council is called the CNM, so you have to apply to the latest form of registration form on the website. And all your documents must be submitted in English or in Maltese, which is a native language in Malta. You should also include a passport size photograph, a transcript of a nursing degree, and this should clearly explain the number of hours that you've spent in theory and also in clinical practice, like I earlier mentioned before, and also a history that shows all your practice in all your countries and a reference to prove that you have worked in all those places that you've mentioned during this period of time up until your application. Also, your degree certificates or your diploma certificates should also be included in your application. And also you pay the relevant fee for registration or application to register, which is about 192 euros to be paid to the council. So I mentioned for English language requirement, you have to have at least a minimum score of 6, and for OET you should have score of B in speaking, at least C+ in listening, reading and writing. Now when you submit your application is going to be assessed by the council, and during this period, if they request you to bring a document, you should supply them within 3 months, otherwise they may not assess your application to join the register anymore. Now a committee is actually going to assess your application and give a report and decide if they're happy for you to join the register or if you're going to do a bridging program. Now, in some cases you may be required to do a session program or a bridging program or an orientation period, and these will be organized by the office of the council, and applicants will be subject to a fee as decided by the council. So I cannot give you a figure of how much this fee is going to be for a bridging program or an orientation program for most people who are from Africa. However, you're going to be communicated, and they're going to be communicating to you only and not through any third party. So if you're going to be doing this registration, make sure you are communicating directly to the council, because the council has mentioned on here that they're not going to communicate with any other third party but only you, the registrant. And your payment for your registration is going to be forwarded to the Central Bank of Malta. The registration number, account number is 40001 EURCM 5001H. Okay, the information is there. I cannot say it out, but I'm going to link it across on the video so you can go ahead and do the application if you are interested. And you're going to send a bank statement showing the transfer for your fee and that it was successful, and you submit your application. They did say here there is a clause that receipts are only valid for 3 months as shown on the date of the receipt of the bank statement. If 3 months from the date have elapsed, applicants will have to effect payment again. Now registration fee of 192 euros 50 are invariably non-refundable. So whatever you do when you start, make sure you do everything you have to do within 3 months so you're not subject to another fee without unnecessary delay. And if you're eligible for registration, you shall be notified and you will be required to progress to the second phase of application process, namely a language and professional proficiency test, which is carried out through a face-to-face interview. Successful candidates will be invited to attend an adaptation course, which consists of at least 120 hours of practice under supervision of a preceptor and at least 2 weeks theory, and against a payment of at least 400 euros. The candidates will then sit for a nursing exam so as to assess their nursing skills. The Council for Nurse and Midwifery may exempt applicants who have completed recognized local courses in nursing and midwifery studies approved by the Council for Nurses and Midwives from attending the adaptation course organized by the said council. So in summary, you need to have the appropriate application form, you need to have your transcript, you should have your birth certificate, professional certificates and diploma, you should have your Ielts certificate or your OET certificate of at least 6 score and B and C+ in OET, your passport document, curriculum vitae in English showing your list of practice places and references for all that, police certificate, reference letter, verification certificate from your council, your receipt of payments, then here the MQRIC recognition letter. For midwives, you have to submit documents mentioned above as well as logbook of births assisted during your training period. You have to declare that you're fit to practice. So these are basic things that you're required to do to register in Malta. You have to go online and check. There are a lot of agencies who actually are employing nurses. You can actually go also to Malta through the education route, wherein you go for a program of nursing and then you go and register into the council and be registered, and then you can also have the ability to have a permanent residence after a period of time. So if it's something that interests you, do go ahead and research. I've found a couple of Indian nurses who are already registered in Malta, and so I think it's a valid thing. However, you have to do your research very well and ensure you're not going through an agency that is going to dupe you. Like I always say for all agencies, ensure you're not paying any monies. Get a registration first, and if possible, try to apply directly to the private and government hospitals in Malta directly for a job. Once you have started your application, I'm sure most of them will take you serious. And if you're not able to get through to the hospitals, you can do well to find agencies and ensure no one is asking you to pay any monies. The only monies that you should be paying should be for your application and probably for your adaptation as decided by the council. And remember, the council has said you will not be acting through third party, but will be communicating directly through you. So I wish you all the best. If you're willing to apply this route, do give it a shot, and all the best in your international nursing career. Thank you for watching. If this video added any value to you, give it a thumbs up and a like, and I'll see you in my next one. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.